everyone, blue collar whiskey drinkers. I'm Cody,
I'm Robbie.
and we're bringing you a new episode this week. We're starting off the episode kind of, it's Memorial Day weekend, so we wanted to commemorate a veteran owned whiskey this week. And so we ended up choosing Leadslinger Fighting Spirit Rye Whiskey. And this is a veteran owned company. So this is why we chose this bottle for this particular weekend and wanted to, I've never personally had this one, but I've heard good things from Robbie. So
Been one of my favorite rye whiskeys, but it's been about over a year since I've had it. Right at a year. It's been a while, but it's a great whiskey. I've enjoyed it, and now I'm really curious how it's going to taste.
yeah, and we're excited. We haven't done a rye really on the show, like an official rye. So we're gonna, I think, do a few of the ryes in our next couple episodes. So I'm excited about that. But wanted to get a little bit into the bottle. The bottle is the distillery is Scissor Tail Distillery and it's brewed in Moore, Oklahoma. I think they make it there.
It's only a couple hours away from me.
Yeah.
A little farm area.
I couldn't find the age of the whiskey. I apologize, but I looked and could not find the age and how long this is aged. But as far as pricing goes, for me, it was about $40. And I believe quite right about there for you, Robbie, right?
Yeah, so it was 37, but I remember, gosh, I was buying it before. It was like a $32 bottle at most at that time.
Okay.
So I don't know if the price has just increased or what. So
yeah, I mean, everything's inflation. So the bottle is 45% alcohol, so 90 proof, but some of the tasting notes, they say it's got a lot of spice. It's has some vanilla oak and then a little bit of hint of floral at the end. So that's kind of a little bit about the bottle. It's got a golden kind of tint to it, almost like an amber, but a little bit golden too. So I'm pretty excited about this. I know Robbie is. So I don't know, Robbie, did you want to get into some of the details?
So I'm going to kind of go into the actual company itself, Leadslinger, and just talk about it, especially since it's Memorial Weekend. And these guys are veterans who did this whiskey. So America was founded through the blood of hard-fighting, hard-drinking men who believed in freedom and good booze, who laid down their lives for forging the bedrock of this republic, and in doing so created a new species of man, the American. Americans conquered the western frontier, men of piss and vinegar who tamed the wild, battled the elements, and established the first American saloons. It's in this fine tradition that the members of the veteran community present to you Leadslinger whiskey. Leadslinger whiskey concept was forged in the winter of 2013. I kind of like how they phrase that.
Yeah.
By the members of the ever popular Article 15 clothing company. Building upon their deep dedication to bring unique products to the veteran and Second Amendment communities, the call to make a whiskey as bold as America was heard like an eagle's scream. This is a story about seizing opportunity when life throws it at you while never forgetting where you come from. This is a story about men who pursue excellence. It's about freedom. It's about raising a glass to tradition, but also raising the bar of performance.
Yeah.
This is the story of America, encapsulated in this story of 7 men with a vision. The Leadslinger whiskey is produced by 7 combat veterans from the U.S. Army Rangers, United States Air Force, TACP, Special Forces, paratrooper communities. Their love for America and fine whiskey is what the company is all about. They wanted to craft a whiskey that was enjoyable, unrepentantly supported the second. I don't know why I can't speak today. Sorry, guys.
Dude.
By remaining active in their civilian and military communities, Leadslinger strives to set an example, be proud of who you are, be bold, no apologies. And that's why Leadslinger name is devoted to the Second Amendment and all Americans who exercise it. Like those who stood at Lexington and Concord as the British tried to seize their arms and said no, you understand that freedom exists as long as you're willing to defend it. Like the men who tamed the West, you understand that you and you alone are master of your faith. Pursue happiness and terminate any who threaten your life or liberty. Leadslinger salutes you. America salutes you. Now pour a shot of boldness forged in the minds of battle-hardened patriots and enjoy. So
that's
pretty damn good to me. That's why I wanted to read it, especially, you know, we're, you know, drinking tonight and this weekend really to remember all the men and women, you know, it's Memorial Day. So
yeah, no, this is a really cool bottle too. I noticed, I don't know if you noticed, but it has like, if you look inside here, it says come and take it. I thought that was kind of cool. Like on the inside of the bottle, if you look through the whiskey, you can, has a little message in there. I thought it was kind of a cool touch. Now, you ready to pour this glass?
Yeah.
So we're gonna pour it neat first, everyone, and then we're gonna taste it neat, straight up, and then we're gonna drop some water droplets into it, like always, and get another taste perspective. But yeah, if I can get this thing open, man, shoot.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my knife over here. Right. Well, at least you know it's got a good seal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Guess you're only a real man if you could open it.
Ooh, got a nice pop on that one. Always love that cork pop. So I'll do about 1.5 ounces on this.
Yeah. Which tonight I'm actually using my shotgun shell.
Oh yeah, nice. That's cool.
So
okay, so I got mine poured. Now,
honestly, the smell is just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's great. It's freaking, let me get a little smell of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a rye. That's a rye for sure.
Yeah. So everybody, for Memorial Weekend for this episode, Cody and I wanted to do a moment of silence for all the men and women who've lost their lives fighting for our country, fighting for, you know, our freedom. And so we're going to start that moment of silence as we let the whiskey breathe.
All right. Now, wanted to, again, you know, cheers all the men and women who've lost their lives fighting for this country, and all the men and women that are still serving. And we love you.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. That's a smooth whiskey, man.
It is.
Whew,
man.
Yeah.
I love the spice that comes with it.
That's the spice. Yeah, it's got that spice for sure. And it's nice. That is a nice rye whiskey, I tell you.
I forgot. Honestly, I remembered it was good, but I forgot how good.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Wow.
I just poured a little bit more. I'm gonna add some water droplets to it.
Yeah, man. I'm a little bit bummed that so when I bought this bottle, I got it. I actually ended up getting it on sale, and they were doing like a special, and it was only, it's normally like at that store it was normally $50, but I got it for 25. I should have bought two bottles. They only had
Yeah.
two. They were sold out pretty much. They only had two left, and
Oh yeah.
I should have bought a second one. I just didn't. I've never had it before, so I was like, dude, I got too much whiskey. I can't buy it. I can't. I guess you can never have too much whiskey, but
No,
I got a pretty big closet full, so I was like, I'll wait. I wish I would have bought the second one now.
So I didn't get a chance to tell you what happened to me.
No, yeah.
So yesterday I get off work, went to the store. I knew that I had it. And there was even a couple on my way home.
Yeah.
I knew that served it. First stop. It's not there. They said they're out of stock. Drive to the next store. It's about a mile and a half down. Oh, out of stock.
Uh-oh.
So I drive to another store. They don't serve it at all. Drive to another store. They don't serve it at all. Drive to another store. And they're out of stock. So at this point, after 5 stores, I'm just like,
you were about to make the call to me, huh?
No, I was like, I'm gonna find this whiskey. So I called every place that I could think of. Every place I called was either, no, we don't serve that whiskey, or, oh, that's an Arkansas thing, because I'm pretty close to the Missouri border, so I was gonna head up there. And then the ones that did have it were all sold out. The last store I was gonna call before I called you, they had 1 bottle left. And I was like, the lady, I was like, can you please hold on to this? I'm driving there now. She was like, look, we're not really allowed to hold anything, but if it's here, it's here. So time I get there, it's about an hour later, and she ended up holding it for me behind the counter.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
nice of her.
So I walk up, and the guy, he's like, can I help you? I was like, I'm here for that bottle of whiskey. And
Awesome.
he was like, oh, and she started walking up, and she's like, are you Robbie? I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, I held the bottle for you. I was like, thank you so much.
Oh,
So
that's
the
cool.
last bottle. Honestly, I called, it was over a dozen liquor stores.
Wow. That's crazy, man. I'm so glad you got it, because I would have been so bummed for sure. Now that I know too, the taste of this.
Yeah. Well, let's have it now. Cheers again.
Hold on. I want to smell this for a second.
Sweeter.
It's way sweeter, man. God, I love the water droplets, how they change the smell. All right, bro. Cheers.
Cheers. Son of a bitch. That is good.
That is a good
Oh my gosh.
Whiskey.
So this whiskey,
I like that.
I don't think
for a rye, man. Like straight up like that, it's nice.
Yeah. So I've never mixed it with soda before.
Got it.
And we're not even doing that tonight.
No.
And I think I've only done a couple old fashions for Colin and I. And
ooh, I can't wait for that.
They were pretty good. And at that time, Colin was still showing me how to make an old fashioned. So
nice. So just so everyone knows, we do rate this out of 5. We're going to be doing this in an old fashioned. We're going to be doing this in ice, and then we're going to be doing it in a whiskey sour. So we decided to do the whiskey sour. It's a popular drink, and we've been kind of wanting to do it on the show. So we decided on the whiskey sour, right, Robbie? It was kind of like, all right, let's do that this time. So I can't wait.
Honestly,
I don't think I've ever had one. And a lot of people I hear getting them when I'm at like the bars or whatever.
Yeah.
I just I'm not a big sour kind of guy. So I never kind of like, all right, I'll do my old fashioned,
Yeah.
But I think it actually might be pretty good.
So
So
That sweet tea thing we did for
Woodford double oak.
yeah, Woodford Double Oak. That was honestly had a little sour because of the lemon, or was it lime juice? It was
It
lime
was
juice.
lemon.
It was lemon juice.
No, no, no. Yeah, it was
It
lemon.
was.
Yeah, it was
No, it
lemon.
was lime juice.
It was lemon.
All right.
It was lemon.
I'm gonna look at this because I got a bottle. If it was lemon, then I was using lime.
Ooh. No, it was lemon, man. Oh, maybe I was wrong. I don't know, but we'll have to go back and look at that. To be honest, because I wouldn't think they would put lime in a peach cocktail.
Yeah, I probably screwed up, man.
Really? Oh shit. Oh no. But no, the lemon was overwhelming in that. You know what's funny, Kelsey? She was like, "What do you want?" Because she was coming from the store, and I was like, "Can you get me a lemon?" And I guess I said lime, and then I called her. Good thing I did because I called her. I was like, "I need a lemon, not a lime." I think I said lime. She's like, "You did say lime," and I was like, "No, I want a lime." She's like, "You mean a lemon or a lime?" I was like, "No, I mean a lemon." Damn it! I keep mixing it up. It was pretty funny, dude. I was cracking up. But anyways, I thought that was a funny little story.
Yeah.
Dude, this freaking rye, man. Leadslinger.
Oh yeah, I've already finished mine. It's really good.
I haven't. I'm gonna take another.
Porch swing. Maybe it is lemon.
Mm.
Lemon juice. Okay, if I have lime in there, I'm kicking myself in the face.
Did you buy one of those little things?
I think so.
Is
I
it
know I got the taller bottle.
is it green?
Mhm.
Well, it doesn't always mean that. If it's got
Yeah,
sometimes it'll be green and then it'll have a couple lemons on
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'll look at it. I had to have grabbed the lemon. I looked at that ingredients for a
You did.
while.
There's no way, dude. Lime would have been fucking disgusting.
Ugh.
No, there's no way.
right.
There's no way.
Right.
Well,
You get to go first.
fuck, dude. I ain't ready, Robbie.
Oh,
Let's say, let me sip this last sip here. Okay, okay. For a rye. I'm gonna say a 4.1. I think a 4.1.
think so?
Yeah, I'll call it a 4.1. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? What are you thinking?
I wrote down 4.4.
4.4? Wow. That's freaking hot. Dude, that's hot. That's higher than like all the whiskeys we've done.
Listen, I love the taste of this whiskey. I love the spice. It is smooth. Adding the water droplets, it could be bringing back just the memories. So I could be scoring it a little high and being also a little biased since it is my favorite, or one of my favorite rye whiskeys. It's up there for sure.
Yeah, because I know you like the High West double rye or whatever.
I wouldn't disagree really anywhere from 4.2 to 4.4. So
I'm okay with doing a 4.2. I'm right there at 4.2, but I'm trying to think back to last week, and I think we did a 4.2 for the Woodford.
Yeah.
And I mean, God, the Woodford was so good.
So yeah, okay. Let's grade it for 4.2. I could be being biased right now. So I think 4.2 is solid. It is a phenomenal tasting whiskey.
Yeah, and not only that, it's smooth. It's got the spices. I do get that, like they said on the tasting notes, I do get a little bit of the floral. Um, maybe a little bit of the oak, maybe a tad, but not much. So,
Yeah.
you know, it it's a good rye.
No, it's really good. I really forgot how good it was, so I'm taken back. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So, all right. So, what did we agree on? How we're gonna try it next?
I think we should go into an old fashioned. What do you think?
Yeah,
Or
we
do you,
can do old fashioned.
yeah, let's do an old fashioned.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you ready to move to the old fashioned then?
Yeah. No, I'm ready. I'm really curious how this is gonna be playing out. I'm excited for the rocks now. Getting a chill to it.
Yeah.
But
I'm
gosh, I enjoyed
you know,
so much on this.
I'm excited for that too, but I'm kind of more excited for the whiskey sour because I've never had it. It's kind of interesting drink. They put a little bit of egg white in there,
Yeah.
which is pretty interesting. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
But
No, I think so.
all right, man, let's go make these.
Yep. All right, we'll be right back. All right, everybody, we just got back making our old fashions. We do make them the same way: 2 ounces of whiskey, about half an ounce of simple syrup, a few dashes of bitters. This time we did garnish it just not with an orange peel, but with 2 cherries. So it's going to be slightly different. And I didn't even get to tell you this. I got a really good flame on my orange peel tonight. It was pretty
Nice.
good.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Ooh, man, I got a great citrus smell.
Oh yeah. I even get the cherries.
I don't like the flame I got. The orange is just overpowering it.
Oh man, that smells good. Well,
yeah. All right. Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my God. Okay.
That, my friends, is dangerous because I don't notice the alcohol really at all. You know what I mean?
Like it has it has a good flavor from the alcohol, but it meshes so well with the simple syrup, the bitters, the orange, and honestly, probably these cherries. But
yeah, it totally tunes out like
alcohol.
The alcohol, like
Yeah.
it blends in there. You don't get that. Like we've been used to the bourbons lately, you know, and you still get that bourbon with flavor through with a lot of the whiskeys that are bourbons. But with this rye, man, you don't really you don't get really that whiskey flavoring. It's real.
Wow. This is bringing back memories. This tastes exactly how we were making it last year. It is.
It's good.
I remember why I liked it so much.
You know, I can do without cherries, to be honest with you.
I wish I would have put them in underneath the ice, because right now they're kind of on top. They're not getting much. They're not soaking that much.
Yeah.
I just since we got them, I was like,
yeah. No, a lot of people do garnish their old fashions with a cherry. So
yeah.
A lot of times I don't though. Like
me neither. And honestly, with my whiskey glass that I'm using, I really don't have the room unless I do put it in at the bottom, because it can't be shoved down to the side of it due to the ice cube. The ice cube takes up a pretty good portion of the glass. So
yeah, mine's a little tight too, but because I just went and got new ice cubes, so I had the square ones, more rectangular ones.
Yeah,
I invested in a little. It was real cheap on Amazon. Got some nice big sphere cubes. Look at that. Pretty.
Oh, they're good.
Pretty nice size. Didn't come out as clear.
So you sent that to me.
But
I'll look at it.
You know, they work pretty decent and they're pretty quick. So I was stoked to use it. Dude, I'm already like done with this drink because it's just it's like nothing to drink it. That's why I was saying it's dangerous.
No, it is, and it's kind of a bummer that the cherries just are not soaking in them that well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get them out of the way real quick.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling the cherries. But
Those cherries are good.
yeah, yeah. I have one here. Oh yeah. Those are good ones. So what are you thinking, Robbie? It's your turn. You got to rate this first.
Down already. So I really don't know, man. This is tough. It's
It's tough. It's tough for me because yeah, I like it, but I like the bourbon flavoring, like the bourbon a little bit too, you know?
Yeah. You know, I think I'm gonna go. I don't think it's better than the double oaked, but at the same time, I don't think it's worse. So I'm for my score, I'm going 4.4, just like neat. The neat is, I'll drink this whiskey neat a lot. Like that's gonna be the primary way I drink it. It is phenomenal right now. Old fashioned. If I want to make a drink, definitely right now. This is great. So again,
Yeah.
I don't think it's better, but I don't think it's worse. I think it's right there. It could be slightly below, but not by much. So
Right on.
I'm gonna let you be the.
I'm a little on the opposite side. I like it, but I like tasting the whiskey more. And this one I didn't taste it very much. I got more of the simples of, I mean, it's really, really good, but I liked it neat better. But
Okay.
this is a different rating for that. I'm just comparing it to this old fashioned to like some of the other old fashions we've done.
Well, this would be very comparable to Legion and American Prairie. So
Yeah, I mean, for me,
they're
I would say a 4 point. Nah. 4 point, I guess a 4.2,
okay.
if that. I mean, I like it, but like I was saying, I like the whiskey taste better, like more pronounced whiskey flavor, where I know I got some whiskey in there. This one was like really good, but just I tasted the simple syrup and all the other stuff a lot more than the whiskey.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's solid. It's a good one. And that might just be ryes. We haven't done a rye in a long time. You know, it might just be the ryes. They just kind
Yeah.
of blend a little bit better with the old fashions, which
Yeah.
you know a lot of people like doing it with ryes. So, you know, excuse me, I would say 4.2 for me.
Okay.
What do you want to average at 4.3?
Well, let's go because you were giving it at best a 4.2, correct?
Yeah, I mean,
And me at best a 4.4. So if we're being realistic, I could probably come down a couple notches. You could probably go down a couple notches. Let's just say 4.2.
okay.
You know,
All
that's
right.
at your best, and that's kind of at my least.
Yeah, yeah. I get
So
what
let's
I get what
let's
you're saying.
just do that. So yeah, right now this whiskey is pretty damn consistent though.
Yeah,
Because
solid solid 2 scores. Again, it's out of 5. So
Yeah.
4.2, 4.2,
And
neat and old fashioned. So
again, I could be just getting a lot of nostalgia taste because it has been a while since I've had it. So I could be a little giddy and excited about it. So I may be just scoring it a little bit higher. But when you like a whiskey, you know you like it. And
no,
this
man, I like this whiskey neat. That's for sure. I like it in the old fashioned too, but
yeah.
you know,
Well, what I'm saying is like, I don't know. I think I'm maybe just scoring it a little bit higher than what I normally would. I'm not being as objective. Yeah.
got it. It's all, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, 4.2 is a good score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
I think that's a solid score for this one. You know what? Let's get to the rocks. I know we just kind of going through this, but I want to get to the rocks. I want to
yeah, bro. Yeah, let's go to the rocks.
see how it scores.
God, how could it get any? I mean, how could it get any smoother? It's just going to get smoother probably on the rocks. Yeah,
I'm just
it's smooth. It's a smooth ride.
you know how we find these whiskeys that are just okay, well, like we had with a couple whiskeys back, they were just okay, and then you added the ice to it, and it was like, why didn't I get this smell? Why didn't I get this taste when I added the water? But the rocks were really good.
Yeah.
Well, not really good, but they were good. They were better than what we were scoring it on the previous scores. So I'm just curious if maybe this one may be one of those. We just, even though it's scoring really high now, I wonder if it's just.
Yeah. Let's check it out. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
We'll be right back. All right. Hey, we're back. We just went and poured our Leadslinger Fighting Spirit rye whiskey on ice. And so, yeah, it looks really good. It's got a nice golden look to it here.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this, man.
So everybody knows we both did 1.5 ounces.
Yep, ounce and a half.
Look at my glass. It is actually very small in comparison, and the ice cube just takes up so much. So, but mine is honestly pretty chilled at this point. I just waited on you probably almost a minute, so we'll go ahead and
get a nice.
Sipping it before.
It's got a nice smell. There's no burn on the smell.
Oh my gosh!
Not at all. Nice, sweet.
It's more, yeah. It's like
it's got
more floral.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's got a nice floral smell.
So,
all right, dude. Cheers.
Cheers.
You know what's funny? On ice, I mean, a lot of whiskeys.
Yeah.
It brings out the yolk.
It does.
You know, so
yeah.
I've noticed that lately. We've been doing them on ice, and recently a few of them have been really oaky with the ice. Not all whiskeys, but certain ones. But I definitely get the oak on this more so than I did any other way so far. Right?
Wow. You know,
it is no burn, it's smooth.
You definitely get more whiskey flavor. Honestly, you get the oaky whiskey flavor.
Yeah, definitely.
And so you guys know, we are putting ice in it, but it's not like we're letting it sit there and get watered down too long. We just sit there enough to get it chilled. And like this ice is still taking up quite a bit of this glass. And I'm already down this low. So yeah, we're watering it down in a sense, but at the same time, we're not letting it get too watered down.
Yeah, no.
Wow. I'm enjoying it on the rocks.
Yeah, Yeah.
I
Um, I like it better neat on this one, just because
agree.
you get a little bit more flavors
Yeah, no, I
on
agree.
on this one. In particular, you get more of the oak. You get a little bit of the floral at the end too, kind of mixed in with the oak.
Yeah.
Uh, do you taste any of the like any of the nutty almond kind of flavor? They said
But then again,
there was like a almond kind of nutty uh note that you would get in it, but
but see,
not
I don't
picking
think
up
I've
on it.
had any whiskey that's really had the double, or not the double, but the like nutty flavor. I can't think of one that I can
Yeah,
pinpoint that it, oh yeah, that's nutty, you know?
yeah, yeah, true.
So maybe I'm not tasting it right, but, or whatever. I just have never gotten that.
Man, it's so different.
It is. And honestly, that's the rye, that
Yeah.
little spice.
There, yeah, you
Um,
get those spikes up front, and then you get the oak, boom, a little bit of floral kind of touch with the oak at the end. It's
yeah. Honestly, the finish on this is just phenomenal,
yeah, the
in
finish
my
is
opinion.
nice. Yeah, the finish is nice.
It's
Um,
it doesn't give you a weird aftertaste where it's like, I gotta drink more to get rid of this aftertaste.
no, yeah, the aftertaste it blends in. It doesn't have
Yes.
like a nasty or like a sitting on the back of your tongue, lingering kind of taste at the
Yeah.
end. It's just it blends in. It's nice, and then it kind of dissipates. It's not like uh, lingering, you know.
Yeah. Well, you get to bring us back, or bring us back. You get to start off the scoring on this one.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy for me. I'm gonna go right up with a 4. I think it's a solid 4.
All right.
Um,
So everybody sees. That's what I wrote down
no,
right there. So
yeah, I mean,
it's a solid 4.
thanks for you know, you've been you've kind of talked about Leadslinger and in the past, and I've never had it, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's do that sometime. And then
Yeah.
you kind of brought it up this week, and I was like, yeah, dude, hell yeah, let's do that.
Well,
Thanks
well,
for reminding
so
us
you
about it.
guys know, we were planning on doing a completely different bottle. Like we've been talking about it for a couple weeks,
Yeah,
and we're gonna do that bottle, Mitchell's unblended, phenomenal whiskey. But then it was like beginning of this week. I'm like, oh crap, it's Memorial this weekend. We've talked about trying to theme our whiskeys around these holidays,
yeah,
and I was like, I brought it to Cody's attention before he went out and tried to buy the bottle.
dude, I almost bought it too. Like I was like
Yeah,
about to
no,
buy
I
that one.
almost bought it. I literally almost bought it last weekend. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh wait. And
yeah, I did
honestly,
the same.
I'm glad I did, because revisiting a Leadslinger, a whiskey I really enjoy, even their normal bourbon, I do enjoy it. To me, it's not as good as the Fighting Spirit, but it's unique in its own right. And even their napalm, which is more of a cinnamon, kind of like a fireball whiskey.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I was looking at that on their site, and I was like, what is that? I didn't really look at like read about it, but I was like, oh, napalm, that's cool. Cool name.
So the one I haven't had is the rum, and I know you and I both like rum. So
Yeah, yeah. Shoot, rum. We could talk about rum, but I remember the old Sailor Jerry days. Vanilla Coke with Sailor Jerry. It was like you could drink that all
was our
day.
drink.
You could drink that all day. Yeah, it was.
When I
Yeah.
went out there for my spring break and for my senior year, we freaking drank the shit out of Sailor Jerry's, Pacifico,
Crown Royal.
Yeah, It
Jesus.
was those 3 drinks.
Yeah.
Because we like started out that night, one of the nights with Crown and Coke, went to the party. We had some Sailor Jerry's and Coke, and then we switched to Pacifico at the party.
Yeah.
And
It was
honestly,
man, that was a long time ago.
11,
Whew.
12 years ago. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Getting old.
Getting. All right,
But,
Mr.
yeah.
About to be 30 man over here.
I believe it's
Oh
coming
man,
fast.
I can't wait.
You and I were talking about that. It's just like so crazy to think about how you've turned 30 last year.
Yeah.
I'm turning 30 this year. It's like, I remember just the other day, we were little kids, like 7 and 6. You had the Velcro strapped sandals, and you were like, this is why I run fast. And I made my parents go out and buy me those sandals to be as fast as you. And it made no difference.
No, not at all. The things,
it wasn't even close.
No, the things that we think that make a difference really don't. But it's funny looking back at things like that as kids,
but
you know.
The sandals nowadays that would be equivalent to those are like Chacos, which I got a pair, but
right?
It's like you swore up and down, oh, this is why I'm fast. But we're like 6, 7-year-old dumbasses killing fire ants at grandma and grandpa's big ass.
Oh, well, actually they stung our asses like we lost some of those ones we had. I mean, those fire ants.
What was it? She had the aloe actual plant, and she put that on.
Yeah,
our bites,
dude. So, do you remember how like grandma and grandpa they built a deck, or not a deck, like a little pond?
Yeah.
Okay, so me and Ben, we went swimming in that pond, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what kind of plant was growing in it, but dude, after getting out of that pond, me and Ben were like itching like crazy. It was all I remember. Ben, when we have him on the show, we're gonna go back to that story because we were like dying, dude. It was like, I don't know what kind of plant was in there, but we were freaking like,
it was probably the poison oak, because
it probably was, but you know,
property was covered in it.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten that poison oak crap so many times nowadays, but
yeah,
that shit's it jumps on me. It's so potent, man. I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Oh man. But
out at grandma and grandpa's in the Ramona place, gosh, it was everywhere. Dude, real quick, do you remember the rock at the Ramona? It was like this that you and I would climb all the time.
All the time.
And I'll never forget, it was like a little bit above halfway, right where you start to slide, like you start losing traction. There's that little piece of rock you could just grab a hold of, pull yourself up, and that's what we would use to push ourselves up. And we set up on top of this thing. I'll never forget. I climbed it one last time whenever I was out there for my senior year, and I got up it, but I was like out there like, how the fuck did we always climb this and not get scared?
You know what's funny? Like, we look back, and when we were kids, like, we didn't realize like the consequences if we fell. Yeah. So like, it wasn't a big deal to us to do those things. But now we look at it as a grown up, like, fuck, dude, if I fell here, I'd break my arm, I'd be busted up, I couldn't work. Like that's what goes through our minds. So we get this, like, we don't do as much because of it.
Stupid shit.
You know, and it's kind of a bummer in a way, because we're held back because of, you know, our obligations, and we're, you know, all that. So it's like
mental blockage. Like, honestly, if we didn't think about it, we just say, for that rock, for example, if we just ran right up it, 9 times out of 10, we're going to be fine, if not more. We climbed that rock so many times, never had an issue.
Dude, like when we were doing that hike up in Arkansas, when I was out to visit you, I would go, we were doing some of the rock climbing, and it brought me back to our childhood, and I was like jumping from rock to rock.
Yeah.
And I miss that. Like
No, I
I
know.
it's like an adrenaline rush in itself, just doing those like crazy jumps to another rock and like scaling it. Like it's definitely a cool thing. Um, but I
But you
do,
think about it more,
you
and
think
that's
about it
why
more.
you just gotta. That mental blockage is just like, to me, it's death. Like you don't need that. You need to just go through it, because if you don't stop, you're gonna be fine usually.
Yeah,
You
if
know,
you hesitate and then that,
second guess
uh,
that move, like grabbing up on this and or here, bringing your leg up. It's like, if you second guess any of that, you're done.
you're
Like you're gonna
done. Yeah.
fall.
Yeah. Most of the time, yeah. Um, sometimes you might overcommit, but
Yeah,
it is a lot of mental if you hesitate and don't do it, full
yeah.
speed or whatever. But no, that's uh that's cool. Thinking about the rock climbing days. Ah,
Oh man, that property had so many.
oh yeah.
We'd go back hiking on that property. Man, good
Yeah.
times.
Good
I
times.
do miss that Ramona place.
I do. I do
It
too.
was a drive. It was like an
Yeah.
hour and a half, 2 hour drive.
It did burn up, but
Yeah,
yeah, one of
good
the big
old wildfires in
good
that
old
country.
wildfires. Yeah. Uh,
So,
but
all right,
let's what do we got now? This whiskey
whiskey sour.
sour.
So this is our last one,
Yep.
and I'm excited to try it.
I think you're like me. You have never had one, right?
Yeah, the egg white is kind of throwing me off. I'm like, okay, if this is nasty, I'm blaming you. But if it's
Right?
good, then I'm
Yeah.
congratulating
So we'll go over the
both of
recipe,
us.
the full recipe when we come back. But you know,
Yep,
let's go make this whiskey sour.
let's do it. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. Cody and I are back. We just made our drinks. This is called the whiskey sour. Sorry, I had to think about it. Um, this is 2 parts whiskey, 1 part lemon juice, half a part simple syrup, and half a part
Egg white.
egg white.
Yep.
Egg white. And you want to shake it for about 20 seconds, they say.
Get it real chilled.
Real chilled. I have my garnish, which is an orange and a cherry down at
Yep.
the bottom.
Same here.
And then the ice cube on top, and I threw it in the freezer while I made everything, just to get a nice chill to the glass.
It's cool. You get a nice frothy. Mine was
Yeah,
even
no, it's very frothy.
mine was even more frothy before, but it's a cool look. I'm excited. I've never had one, dude. I'm a little weirded out with the egg yolk, but
I know.
let's
I'm
see.
excited though. It's a pretty popular drink from what we.
Dude, watch. This is like our favorite fucking drink.
I know. I will say this, with the lemon and everything, I think it's going to be a refreshing drink. So we may be happy we finished with this instead of the old fashioned. Because to me, even though the old fashioned is like a dessert, it's just good all the
Yeah,
time. And
all the time.
it's, there's sweet to it, there's spice to it, there's a good whiskey flavor to it. That's just me with old fashions. Like it's a dessert. And to me, desserts you could eat any time of day. So,
Well, at that note, let's cheers, man.
hey, cheers. And
Cheers.
again, thank you to all our veterans. Thank you to all the men and women who have sacrificed themselves for our freedom. We thank you guys and we love you guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is for you.
Wow. It's like I was drinking milk or something.
I know. So
Let me tell you something. Sour is the good word because this is a sour drink, but it's fucking good.
it's refreshing.
Yeah.
So look how much went down after I just drank it. Like, this glass is so weird.
Dude, not gonna lie, I'm liking it.
See? Um, no, this is. I was hesitant on the egg yolk. This is good. It's honestly everything I said it was going to be. It's refreshing.
It's refreshing.
Period.
It's definitely a lot of lemon. Were you able to watch the zombie movie?
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead. That's right.
Oh man.
Man, that was a good flick.
So did you look into any of like the YouTube reviews or them talking about the ending explains?
No,
kind of thing?
I gotta be
Oh,
honest, dude.
man.
I had no time to look
So
at
you
that.
gotta you gotta check that out. But I listened to a couple of those. So the movie was good. Listening to the reviews and then actually like watching it and seeing what they were pointing out, I was like, it made my curiosity go from say like a 6 or 7 to a 9 instantly. It's close 10. I'm just like, wow, I can't wait for the series that's coming out on Netflix.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. We'll just say that right now. Just in case we say anything. So if you're listening, turn it off if you haven't seen it.
Tune out for this part before we get to the review on this. So
yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I thought it was a solid movie. The gore, it was pretty gory. I mean, there was a one part where that tiger bit that guy's
the tiger was
head off. I was like, fuck. All his like guts of his brain and it, like everything came out. It was like, oh damn. And then the whole flick was good.
The movie, the first time watching, it was good. Watching the reviews and watching the like ending explain what different things mean, I was like, oh shit, this is piquing my curiosity more to, than I thought it was. Like, I was kind of catching on to some of the things, but then it was like the lights at the beginning of the movie, the alien spaceships that were like watching them. And then as soon as they left Area 51, they flew off. I was like, I didn't catch that.
And then the robot zombies.
Yeah. It was just like, I saw that, but I was like, oh, maybe that's just the special effects of the blood. That's what I was thinking. Dude, I will say this. One of the better parts of the movie was when that asshole was getting beat up by the tiger. I was just like, fuck that guy.
Dude,
he left that chick back there, even though I didn't like that chick that much. He left her behind like that, or screwed her.
She screwed her.
Yeah, he threw that nightstick or the little stick, and I was like, what a prick. He honestly screwed the entire team. He could have waited on that. If he wanted to get rid of some people, he could have waited. That was a shitty position.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But he got what he got coming to him. That tiger just ate his ass up.
Yeah.
That tiger just threw him around like a rag doll. It was hilarious.
The tiger we don't even know if the tiger did it die. I guess obviously the nuke, but
yeah. There's like no way any of the zombies would have survived. There would have been, with that nuclear blast, there would have been nothing standing. It would have been all rubble.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting off topic. Let's see what we review this last whiskey of the night.
Yeah. Let's see what you think.
Oh, wow, I'm first, huh?
You are, sir.
So I'm going to really try not to score it too high as far as being a new drink. It is very refreshing. I'm trying to not count it being refreshing so high. You know what I'm saying? Because it is different.
It's sour. It's I mean, it's not, you don't get whiskey at all.
Other than in the smell, I got a little bit of it.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of hate to even put it as this, but I think it kind of falls in line with everything else at a 4.2. And you know, at the high end, that's the highest. I'd be willing to go down to 4.0, but it's just so refreshing. If I'm out in the sun, I would want to make this drink. So
Yeah.
it's kind of what I'm thinking about it.
I was I was thinking about it too, and I was like, well, I was kind of comparing it to our peach swing and the tealing, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like thinking. I like it, but I don't think it's as refreshing for summer. It's a little sour, so I put it at a 4.
Okay.
So
I agree. I wouldn't.
I
disagree with
really
that.
do like it though. Like I think it's solid, and I mean it may get better as I keep drinking them.
Yeah.
But if I compared it to the porch swing and the tealing, those other cocktails that we've made,
Well,
it's not as good as to me as those.
so we did use fresh squeezed lemons on this one, and
Yeah,
the other ones were the squeeze.
yeah,
I
it was
wonder.
the pre-made.
I wonder if we're getting a lot more lemon with the fresh, where it is kind of overpowering.
Yeah, maybe.
So that's something to kind of maybe try. Honestly, I got some lemon juice. I may try that tomorrow.
Yeah, like pre-made.
So yeah, do the pre-made, see, because it's not going to be as strong as freshly squeezed. It's not.
Probably not. No.
So maybe that's going to dilute it more, adding a dash of whiskey, kind of like what we did with the porch swing. I went back and I adjusted the porch swing.
Well, yeah. We could always adjust, but we're going off the
Oh yeah. But for me,
ingredients.
4.2, I don't disagree with your 4.0. I think it's a solid 4.0. I think it was a 4.2 high because it is refreshing. You do get a little bit of the whiskey flavor, but it is pretty lemony.
Yeah.
So I will agree with you on that point. I'm just I guess I'm being optimistic about it, being like, okay, I think it could be better. Maybe even limit the freshly squeezed or cut it back a little bit, not limit it, and or leave it at what it is and add more whiskey. So
Yeah.
I think a 4.0, if we settle at that, is good.
Okay. So overall, I mean,
4.0 and 4.2.
it's a 4.1.
It is. It's
Yeah. There's
it's
2 point.
above
There's 2 4.0s and 2 4.2s, so it averages out to 4.2 or 4.1. I mean, sorry, 4.1.
yeah.
So just below Woodford, which was a 4.2. Was it?
No. Yeah, no, it was a 4.2.
Yeah, it was. Which I agree with. I completely agree with.
Yeah.
I liked Woodford just a little bit more. Overall, with every drink.
Yeah.
But there are certain ways that this is better than the Woodford,
I
and
mean, neat, and honestly, even old fashioned, I would drink this over, but we do have to take in the price consideration of the Woodford. You got it for like what, $40? I got it for $54.99.
So
I got this
average
for 37.
What do we average? 45.
Yeah. And like I would buy that Woodford Double Oaked again. It is a great whiskey.
Yeah.
But for me, I may buy this Leadslinger Fighting Spirit over the other one due to the price.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
because
So
for me, I get a
price is
very
going to play a
similar
factor.
taste, not similar taste, but similar comparison of the old fashioned. I would like to try this one in the porch swing and vice versa with the Woodford. I got a little bit of Woodford left. It's actually my second bottle, but just kind of flip flop the drinks we made and see
Yeah,
how they rank on
that's
my own, not for the.
no, yeah, for sure. So yeah, I did 4.1 overall. It's
Yeah.
a good score. And there's many other ways to drink the whiskey, of course. But these are the 4 ways we are doing it tonight. And whiskey sour is great. I mean, we never had it. That was cool.
Yeah.
New
was really
drink
good.
for us, and I'm excited about it. I'll definitely make another one for sure. For sure.
Mhm. I may honestly, I may go back to Nate tonight.
So I wanted to talk about next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a guest.
Okay.
Kelsey's going to be our guest next week or next episode. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. No, we're both excited. Do you know what whiskey she's going to do? I know we were talking about it, but it wasn't settled yet.
It's not settled yet. She wants it's called like, I think it's, I can't remember the name. Dickel. Yeah, I don't know.
Nope. Yeah, well, let me know because I need to see if I could get it out here.
It was easy. Yeah, I know. I doubt you're gonna be able to get it. So I bet we're gonna end up doing the old
Uncle Nearest.
Uncle
or
Nearest. Yeah, Uncle Nearest.
The white.
The white label. But we're gonna see if you can get that bottle. God, I can't think of the name. I think it's
Yeah, just send it to me. I'll look if I could get it. We'll definitely do that. I would like to do, something I haven't tried before. So
yeah. I mean,
the downside with me, I've had so many whiskeys. It's even though on this podcast we've had some whiskeys I haven't had before, which is nice, like old granddad.
Yeah, it is. It is called Dickel. Dickel. Whiskey, but
Oh, I may be able to get that.
yeah, but she wants a certain one.
Just send it to me and I'll look around.
Yeah, they got some ryes, they got some bonded.
Okay.
I think I think the one she wants is a bonded.
I just have a feeling I'm not a bonded person. I'm rye or just whiskey or bourbon. Like
the bonded we've been over.
It's just mediocre. It's like it's not as bad as the worst whiskeys we've had, but it's not even as good as some of the other whiskey. A lot of the other whiskeys. So it's just like, Well, guys, let's kind of just rehash this before we get off. We scored this whiskey a 4.2 with neat, 4.0 on the rocks, 4.2 old fashioned, and a 4.0 on the whiskey sour. Overall, we gave it a 4.1. It's a solid whiskey all the way around. I was a couple notches above Cody the entire time on neat and old fashioned, and then we were right on the money. We were pretty close.
Yeah, with on the rocks and the
whiskey sour. I scored it a high at a 4.2 on the whiskey sour, but you came back 4.0. And honestly, I just agree with that because, I'm kind of looking at it. I'm optimistic about it as far as the lemon juice or being able to adjust that.
You know what, too? It's our first real rye that we've done on the show. So it's kind of a different twist. Bourbon's a different, compared to the rye. So
Yeah,
um,
no, I agree.
kind of a little adjustment, but I really do like that rye. The spice, and like you were saying, the spice is real nice.
Yeah, and again, neat. It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Like we were talking
that's
about. I'm gonna drink it neat once we get off this
yeah,
episode.
that was my favorite way. Just all the flavor and how smooth it was. Neat even.
Yeah,
Gosh, dang it.
yeah,
And with the water drops, dang.
yeah. No, I'm gonna go make one.
Really, really smoking. Smoking.
Honestly, I may add like a cherry to it just to soak in it while I sip on it.
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
So,
All right.
um, alrighty,
Well,
guys. Hey, 4.1 Lead Slinger, Lead Slinger Fighting Spirit. Go pick it up at your store if you could get it where you're located at. Phenomenal whiskey. And you know what? This is made by veterans. So thank a veteran and, give a moment of silence for all the men and women who have lost their lives for our freedom. And we do thank you all. We thank the veterans that are alive and the ones that
yes.
have passed. We thank you all. And, this was a great whiskey. Cody,
Yeah,
do you have
man.
anything else?
Yeah, no. Again, like you said, thank you all to the men and women who lost their lives and the veterans that are still out there serving. And you know, we, I've got my grandpa, fought in Vietnam, and he made it
Yeah.
through. He made it through, but
Yeah, my grandpa, World War II. He had family. I got a nephew. He's currently in the Marines. So, we're very, very, supportive of our military men and women. So thank you guys. We love you guys. We, pray for you guys, and we thank you guys every day. Thank you for our freedoms. Thank you for
yep.
fighting for them.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.